From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. 2nd down and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Off play action, Tannehill. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. Here's Tannehill. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say out of bounds. So a good call there. That brings up 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Again, it's Pacheco. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
15.
Here's Pacheco. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, 57 colors.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On first down, it's Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here's Dallas Flowers. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
43. 43. 43.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney
With his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns. And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. And you can't afford...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When the team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
57,
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Attack, attack.
Mahomes will try again on second down.
This ball deep for Toney.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. Now Tannehill.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Tannehill on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So he stopped for no gain. Here's Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Tannehill. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Tannehill. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about and
now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Well, this has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. They'll run out of the gun, and this is going to be a reverse here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Tannehill intercepted again. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
50, yellow, 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 yellow. Come back.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee And they'll take over at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of. Into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mahomes to throw once more. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way, the length of the field, and gave up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we?
Cat's got our tongue here in the booth. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance.
They've got his man complete. KC, and even 60 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 26 yards.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. That is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 38 yards.
And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Fielded just inside the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Tannehill. he's inside the 30.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Tannehill changing the look.
They go play action here on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And he's brought down. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. This ball deep for Tony. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, 57, 57.
Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those